Henry Timmins, Keller Williams Realty Associates now. Thanks for tuning in. Got a little bit of news. I'm here at Tremblant. You'll notice it's raining here where you are in Toronto. It's hot, sunny, and uncomfortable, but not here. I have a tee-off time this afternoon at 4 o'clock. I'm hoping it's going to stop raining so that I can get out. But anyhow, here's a little bit of a rundown of real estate news that has come across my eyes, and I just wanted to share that with you. And the first thing is, and it affects real estate, 450,000 Canadians live in Hong Kong. And that's pretty amazing. And if you've been following current events, Hong Kong no longer has the same relationship with China as it used to. It used to be a separate entity. It used to be able to carry on business in a conventional sort of Western sort of format. But that has changed. And the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, they've taken over. Things have changed. The rules have changed. And a majority, I can imagine, of those 450,000 people are coming back to Canada. On the other side of the coin, as far as the entire immigration flux goes, there is no immigration from elsewhere because since the COVID-19 days started in early March, there isn't anybody coming in right now. That's an interesting statistic. So they sort of saw each other off for the moment. Here's another interesting thing. Now, we're talking about the shrinking economy, but 80% of the jobs that have been lost over the past while, and that may not come back, are mostly service industry jobs, restaurant jobs, that sort of thing. They're more on the low income. So these people are renters and were not really great candidates for getting into the real estate market. At least now for sure they're not. So that's a negative, but not as much of a negative as we thought. But here's another positive now. 25% of homeowners, existing homeowners right now, are considering buying an investment property. So there's another positive again. You know, you get positives and negatives all the time. So what's the bottom line? Different people come up with different bottom lines. There was a vice president of the CIBC that says that real estate prices will be depressed, not as much as what other people think, 5 to 10% over the coming year or year and a half. Then there are other prognosticators that are suggesting 15 to 20% on the downside. So I'm more pessimistic, I guess, a little bit. But either way, let's get back to the point about investment properties. If you are a homeowner right now and you are considering an investment property, that is something that you should consider as a long-term investment anyhow. And the one advantage that we have right now is interest rates are almost free. Almost free. So it's very, very inexpensive to finance an investment property right now. So that's good. My strategy, generally speaking, what I encourage is you buy a house, you buy an investment property, and you don't sell it. So let's say you're in your late 30s and you're making your first investment in real estate after your first house. You buy it, you never sell it. And 5 years later, you buy another one. And 5 years later, you buy another one. Until by the time you're in your mid-50s, you've got 4 or 5 or 6 properties paying rent, mostly paid off perhaps by another 20 years, and you're set. Not a bad idea. Anyhow, if you have any plans in the real estate business right now, if you're planning on getting into the real estate business, I'm pretty well tuned in. Drop me a line at 905-334-0999 or an email at henrytimmins@live.ca, and we'll talk again.